Locked in.
So when last we left our heroes, you had just entered the tavern, Frothing Tinker, and there wasn't creepy music playing.
But this is fun bar creepy music.
Yeah, sure it is.
Are we in a goth bar?
Totally.
I want to take you to a goth bar.
You enter the tavern, and there's some craziness going on in the corner. There's a fight or two. There's some yelling. There's some people carrying on, singing a song. There's a performer off in the corner trying to do her best to play over the noise of the crowd. And in the center, there appears to be a gathering of people exchanging money. They're all sort of around Philip, who's explaining something currently.
Going towards Philip.
I'd like to listen in on Philip and what he's talking about.
I'm gonna hop onto his shoulders and listen in.
Okay.
I'll let him be there.
Because you're a monkey, I'm not going to even give you a turn for that, because that's just natural. You can just do that.
Yeah.
And the question is, are you actually just kind of like sitting on his shoulders, or are you trying to pull like an Apu from Aladdin where you're hunched over on like one shoulder?
Yeah, I'm on one shoulder, like hand on his head, kind of like.
I feel the disbalance, and I grab his one foot and bring it to the other side to make it even.
Fine, I'm standing on his shoulders.
Okay, make a dexterity check to make sure he doesn't topple you off his shoulders.
Okay. Okay.
So as you go over, you hear Philip, all right, calm down. We'll take bets in a minute. First things first, gotta go over the rules. All circle. Everyone drinks the same drink. You keep going until you either pass out or give up.
Acrobatics?
Yeah.
I like it.
Acrobatics or
Acrobatics.
acrobatics? Oh, I rolled bad.
That's actually,
But
that's
you have
fine.
such bonuses.
Yeah.
Keep your footing, and you're still on his shoulders. You see, for those of you not watching the fight in the corner, there's a shifty-looking guy, but well-meaning enough, over there collecting the money. He's like, all right, make your bets. There's people passing around various amounts, supplying odds and the like. You guys want to make any bets on the contest? You guys want to enter? What are you gonna do?
Can I enter the contest?
Do I recognize this person collecting money?
You do not.
Okay.
I know his voice sounds similar, but that's just because I don't have as much range as Matt Mercer. Kyle, calm.
How many do you want him to turn into like what's that one guy's name? LeBlanc or whatever, the Looney Tunes guy?
Oh,
yeah,
Matt
yeah,
LeBlanc, yeah.
Matt LeBlanc.
Matt LeBlanc is
Yeah.
Joey Fred.
No. Oh no.
Yeah.
What's his name? Whatever.
Mel Blanc.
Mel
Mel
Blanc.
Blanc, that's it.
I knew there was a blank in there.
And then there's an M in there.
Okay, listen, it's a moot point, all right?
It's a moot point. It's like a cow's
Sorry.
opinion. It doesn't matter.
All right,
Sorry.
It hurt my Joey's apple.
anybody want to bet?
I'm gonna join.
I'll be
I'm
drinking.
entering.
Are you putting your money? Are you joining? Or you putting your money on someone?
I'm joining.
I'm drinking.
I'm gonna put 5 gold on Vic.
5 on Vic. All right.
No betting for me. But I will be participating.
Brad, how big is the brawl in the corner? Is it just kind of happening because people are drunk or whatever, or are other people watching it go on?
Well, you look in the corner, and there's 2 guys who are slugging it out. They're so drunk at this point that every punch they make is super slow, but they make contact and react as if they got hit really hard. So it's
they're
like
like
literally watching
sleep
a
punching.
fight in slow motion. Right now.
They're like sleep punching. Okay.
Kind of.
Like falling asleep in between punches and
No,
waking
they're
up
just-
again.
They're just real sluggish as they try to punch. All right.
Then
who
I'm
else is
just getting
joining?
bored and turning towards the drinking contest.
All right. Who else
I don't
is
know.
joining? Everybody?
I don't know if I'm.
I've got Doc, Vic, and Pal right now.
What? Oh, I'm going to go towards the people that are singing.
Okay. You make your way on over. You hear a lady. She's doing her best. She's trying to make her voice known. And she sees you approach, and she sort of gives you a look like please, like I can't do this alone. Do you want to join her?
Sure.
All right. You get up on stage right next to her. What instrument are you going to use? right, you pull out your guitar. She gives you a grateful look. Go ahead and make a performance check.
Performance check.
In the meantime, let's see. Vala, you're not. So I'm going to assume you're not participating because you're going to perform now, or do you want to? You want to do both? Do you want to? You want to participate in the drinking contest at some point?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, all right.
I do.
Make sure we wait for you. Everybody
I
except
have
for
everyone
Arcus.
but
Arcus is too.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Argus is just gonna watch and put
Arcus
money-
is gonna be the only one sober by the end of the night.
Yeah.
Arcus is the DD.
Well, I'm drinking, but like, casually.
Of course.
Not
social.
in a contest.
I'm a social drinker.
Yeah.
That's it.
Placing
That's all I do.
and then placing my bet on Vic to win.
Okay.
Octa's gonna sign up for the contest just because she feels like being drunk. She doesn't feel like being the only sober one.
Vala got a 1, 2, 8 to win.
Babe, do you
Docs,
want us
let's-
to hear you telling us how much we
Yeah,
need to get to
No,
bed?
you see a guy scrolling these odds on a board. They have Vic listed as large hairy man. One against two.
Beard Fassé.
Beard Fassé, yes. The little elf girl they have listed as 1 to 8, because she's lightweight, pretty obviously. Just looking at her. Doc they've got listed as a 1 to 4. He's a pretty big guy. They're expecting good things out of. Octa, 1 to 6 out of you, I think.
Yeah, average.
And Pow, people don't think much of you because you're pretty little. They don't realize that you have
You're a monkey.
drunken prowess. So they're going to give you a 1 to 8. A lot of
Yeah,
people are betting
monks.
against you. All right.
Do I even have that yet? Do I even like have?
Unfortunately, you don't have the resistance against ill effects.
Okay.
But your constitution's pretty darn good, so that'll help.
Is it?
It's enough to help you out more than it's going to help Vala, at least.
All right.
Okay. So, did you make a performance check, Clarissa? Yes, you
Yeah.
did. There you go. Okay. So you get up on stage. You're strumming your guitar, and you're having a good time. You're looking over at the woman, and she gives you a look, like kind of skewed eyes, like what are you doing? And you're just playing. You're just like, whatever. I don't care. And people actually stop yelling to listen to what you're doing. But they're not. They don't look like they're enjoying it. They're just kind of giving you a weird look, like what? Like they don't understand what you're doing. It's not bad music for them, but they don't really enjoy it. So they're just like, the heck?
Am I playing the Backstreet Boys though? Is that what's happening?
Yes.
If that's what
Yes.
you want to be playing, then that's why they're very confused.
Something.
No, you're playing the back alley boys because there's not even like we're in a
Back alley
medieval
lads.
town.
Right. Full equivalent.
The back alley lads. This is a new song from the back alley lads.
Who cares?
All right.
Oh god, you got Kyle going.
He's gonna
Hey, your
die.
face is already red, man.
All right. So
Somebody
you
hook up
make
the generator.
you make your performance. You see everybody's weird reactions. You decide maybe you should just call it quits for the day. You come back over. You sit.
Now I
All
need
of
a
you.
drink.
Yeah, you need a drink. All of you sit around a table. At this table, there's the 5 of you. There's also a strange-looking dwarf man. He looks kind of scraggly and maybe like he can put away a few. There's also a kind of taller-looking man with a hat sort of pulled down over his eyes, but he's got a big smile on his face, so he looks pretty friendly. And they're
I
going
don't
to
know.
join
The way
in
you
the
describe
contest.
that seems creepy to me. I just pictured a dude. You can't see his eyes, but his face is like.
Jeez.
All right, and so that's about it. Philip gathers you around. He sets small glasses in front of each of you. You can tell from the smell that it's pretty potent alcohol, but not too bad. Something you're able to handle it pretty well yourselves. And you all managed to make your first drink with no issue. You're just
I'm using my
Put it-
tail to drink everything.
using your tail to drink.
I have my arms crossed and just
just making
Trying to
it
look
happen.
cool.
yeah.
And he's looking cool.
Octa like lifts her tail up and looks at it for a second and goes, Pushes it back down underneath the table.
Tail
Like,
end.
that's not quite gonna work.
All right.
Look
So
down.
as you all take your second drink, Vala, you realize that maybe you can't handle it so well. You need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Drum rolls already. Ooh!
All right. So you, you down another drink, and you start seeing the world like it's a little bit more rosy than it was before. You're having a good time. You're not necessarily drunk yet. You got a little buzz on, but you're doing all right. So any future Constitution saves you do are going to have a -2, but you also get a 1d4 inspiration die for anything you do except for drinking. Also, you get a +2 on performance for the duration.
Go play
of your
some
drunk.
inspired drunk music.
After you throw up, go for it.
All right, everyone else, you're still fine. You can consume 2 drinks, no problem. The third round comes around. None of you passed out so far, not so bad, but you all are feeling a little bit worse for wear, drunken-wise. So go ahead, everybody make another Constitution.
Saving throws, right?
Yeah, saving throws.
Oh, snap!
Yeah.
Did you do that with
Bitch,
advantage?
get drunk!
Oh, it doesn't matter. That's the first
Oh.
one.
Oh, why is that with advantage?
Yeah. Oh well, your first one was good, so that's
Okay,
Oh, man.
turn that
That
off.
was
I
good.
don't know why it's back on.
So,
Yeah.
Vala, you're in stage.
Bad first roll of the day. Okay.
All
Yeah,
right, so
that's gonna be a Will Wheaton kind of day, isn't it?
Octa's cool, bro.
Octa's doing just fine. She's
She's
down
dead
in
on the
one.
level.
Vic's doing just fine. He's got no issues.
Just
Vala,
because I got so excited about that, I'm just gonna puke after this next one. You know, I'm gonna roll a 1 somehow and just be fucked.
Sounds about right.
Vala, you've immediately proceeded to what I call stage 2 drunkenness. You're a little bit sloppy. You start to lean on people a bit much. You're talking really loud. You don't realize it, and you don't really know what's going on, but you're still drinking because what the heck, everyone else is.
Because everybody else is. I see
Yeah.
everybody else drinking. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it.
So in addition to your 1d4 die and +2 on performance, you also get -4 on your next Constitution save, and any Wisdom, Intelligence, or Charisma checks you fail automatically. So yeah, that's all right. So let's see who else. Pow. I don't know how you did this quickly, but you are also in stage 1 drunkenness. So
Perfect.
you get 1d4 inspiration and -2 penalty against your next save. Same for
Exactly
Doc.
what I wanted.
Okay.
Also in that situation. All right, so the round comes around. The guy with the hat over his head, he seems fine. He's seemed pretty stable. The dwarf is actually he's pretty ruddy right now. He's got a good glow on his cheeks, and he's acting a lot like Vala. He's sort of tipping around, nudging people, talking real loud. Doing what.
I'm just picturing a
Drunk dwarf.
giant bulbous red nose in the middle of his face. Like,
That's exactly what you should be picturing. All right, so everyone, make another check.
For this one, I'm gonna sort of just put on a show because I'm already feeling kind of tipsy.
Okay.
I'm gonna handstand and drink it.
All right.
No, I am out. I'm gonna be out so soon.
It's like priests get when they drink.
I was about to say, I'm surprised you entered in the first place. I mean, do priests often get drunk?
Damn,
I mean,
No.
he could be like one of the monks.
Yeah, that's true.
monk.
All right, so Doc. Oh, did you roll a second one?
Me?
No, didn't. Oh, I just
No, it's
misread it.
just
Okay,
7.
yeah. All right, so Vala, you actually managed to maintain your status. You're doing all right. No issues there. Let's see here, Octa, you're doing just fine. You're keeping them down with no issues.
Yeah.
Vic, you're doing similarly. You're having no problems. You've drunk like this before. It's not an issue for you. Doc, you are now in the same stage as Vala. You're feeling a bit more tipsy. You're having a good time. You're leaning around. You're talking loud, but you do talk loud anyways. You're talking even louder.
God.
People are
Just using a
starting
booming voice at this point, so everybody in the bar can hear me.
exactly, and people are looking at you in the same way they looked at Vala, like what the heck is he doing? They don't know why you're there. And
I'm
Pal,
used to the stairs.
Pal, you drop below the threshold there too, especially because of all your minuses. So yeah, you are also in the same stage as Doc and Vala right now, feeling just as sloppy as they are.
Which ends up being a -4 on our Constitution saves.
It is indeed.
Just checking.
I kind of want to get Doc so drunk he starts singing some kind of hymn about Mahatma as loud as he can.
Oh, I've already started that. 'cause
And
that's
in
what
his
I've
glorious
done.
ale. And
Oh yeah.
gnashing teeth of justice.
Kyle, you're welcome to start singing anytime you want. As it
Yeah.
comes.
Where's the
Don't
mute
expect me to
button
be a
for
Scanlan,
Kyle?
alright?
That's how you
All right.
must be Scanlan.
Nope.
All right. So next up, another save for everyone. Let's see what's going on.
You should have tried on Friday night. That
Oh,
would've been a
there we
different
go.
Story.
All right.
There it goes.
Wow.
That 6th round hit
Everywhere.
for me kind of really.
Yeah. Kyle, you actually caused me to introduce a new rule.
Oh, good lord.
I didn't write this into my homebrew, but if you get a natural 1 on a drinking check, you immediately pass out.
Oh, I expected that.
So Kyle is now passed
Lights,
out.
lights out.
Pass out.
All he does is he's just so excited and he just keeps going with the drink. And then like with the cup still up, he falls backwards. Half of it splashes on his face and he's just out cold.
It's just done. Vala, unfortunately, with your -4, you drop into the 3rd stage.
Oh my god.
Currently, you lose all your bonuses, so you can't make better performances. You can't make inspiration. You still have a -4, and all of your Constitution saves from here on out have a disadvantage.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Getting drunk is bad.
and you're in danger of blacking out right now. Vic, you are just staying strong, no issues, nothing wrong there. Octa, you drop into the 1st stage. You're just a little bit tipsy, a little bit buzzed. You're feeling the warmth in your body, but you're not really at a point where you don't feel like you're in a danger of losing. You're feeling good about it.
Okay. Was that a -2 then? You said.
Yeah, you get a -2 for your next check.
Okay.
And Pow. Yeah, Pow. Unfortunately,
I'm almost out.
you are also in stage 3 with Vala. So you have disadvantage on your next check, and you lose your inspiration and your what's it called? The other thing, the performance check.
There's my bonus.
I can't use my tail anymore for drinking this. I need to use my actual hands now.
Exactly.
Marcus, are you enjoying the show?
Oh, absolutely. He's just silently sipping on his own drink and feeling confident in the bet he made.
This is true. I mean, Vic is doing the best out of all of us.
He is doing the best.
+6 on the con saving throw. So
Oh my gosh. Hello.
And
I've got a +5, so I'm
Yes.
not that far
Barbarian.
behind you.
and trying to suppress the urge to do something to Doc's unconscious body.
Oh, come on.
Let
Please
yours
draw penises on his face.
giant
please,
Bahamas
no.
penises.
Giant Mahatma's penises. Praise be Mahatma's
Big
penis!
silver penises.
Oh, man. Okay.
God damn it.
Let's go ahead and make our next round.
Fucking
of
damn it.
Constitution saves. Philip's cheering you on. He's like, "Oh, you're doing all great. You look a little bit worse, little girl, but I'm proud of you. You're sticking."
Oh,
in
I'm
there."
done.
Monkey Man, I
got
thought
an
you'd do better at this. I thought you'd do
18.
better.
Why am I throwing a 0?
One good roll I had.
Vic, you are no issues there. You're doing just fine.
God
I'm done.
dang.
Pow.
Tanking it.
Yeah, Pal, you're knocked out. Roll a 2d4 for me.
2d4.
Yeah.
6.
Okay, so you're going to be knocked out for 6 hours. Kyle, roll 2d4 for me as well. I forgot about that.
Sure.
Let's see who else. Vala, you are also knocked out. Go ahead and roll
You're not
2d4
as
for me
bad.
as well.
Dang it.
Okay, so Kyle's going to be out for 4 hours, which will probably take him in the
Oh.
morning. And
Oh, way
That's
to
a
roll
perfect-
perfect on the bad one.
Vala is out.
Vala is going to get a long rest out of this. It's fine.
Hey, I need my beauty sleep, okay, guys?
That's right. And Octa, you're at a
I have a
minus.
scooter, in the police force.
I rolled a 13
That's
total.
what they're looking good
Yeah, you're
for.
fine.
I'm okay.
Yeah, you're fine. No worries there. You're still feeling a little bit buzzed, but you have no issues.
Octa kind of looks at Vic Who's left? Me, Vic, the dwarf, and the smiley guy.
Yeah. Currently, the dwarf is actually he's looking pretty worse. Like he's sort of losing his balance, but he's not quite out. And the smiley guy, he's just looking a little bit red around the cheeks from what you can see of his face. But that's about it.
Octa kind of looks at Vic and just kind of points, like, "You keep going, bro. Yeah, you're good. You're good." And now I'm eyeballing Vala's guitar as I continue to drink.
Octa, since you were looking around the table, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Okay. Perception. Where is it? There it is.
Okay.
Nope.
I'm drunk!
You're drunk. So you're looking around and you're just like, you're looking at people and you don't really notice anything. You're just talking to Vic and giving him a look and looking at Paul's guitar and that's about
Yeah.
it. See nothing else.
I'll give a look. I'll give a look around as well.
Yeah.
Since I'm relatively sober, I suppose.
Yeah, you drunk like
I
this
still
before
can't
and-
see. But
There's a lot of smoking going on and a lot of noise, and you're just sort of, you're focused on your drink because,
I'm
that's
like, ooh, drink.
What about Arcus? He's been
Arcus-
watching us this
oh,
whole
yeah.
time.
Arcus
Uh,
will scan the bar as this is going on, as I watch everybody fall one after another.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Better.
Eh?
All right. So you're looking around and you see the guy with the hat over his face. You notice there's a little bit of glint in his eye, and he's been focused on Pal almost the entire time. But that's all you can tell. You can just tell he's sort of looking in Pal's general direction, and that's about it.
All right.
All right.
Uh-oh. Our monkey friend is in danger.
So let's do our next round. We got Vic and Octa still in there.
Oh,
Oh my
wow.
god!
Yeah!
Smiley guy.
You guys are ridiculous!
I lean across the table to Vic with my fist extended. Like, yeah, Vic! Boom!
Philip's just like, oh boy, I'm so proud of you going strong. And unfortunately, the dwarf at this point just keels over right on top of the table and covers half of it with his massive body.
Vic
Um,
laughs uproariously. A dwarf that can't hold his drink. It's an embarrassment.
This is a sad day for dwarves all.
Shave his beard.
Oh my
Philip's like, oh no.
That's asking for trouble.
That would be the meanest thing you could ever do.
Let's
Even
not,
with a
let's
Fu
not do
Manchu.
anything like that, eh?
A dwarf Manchu.
That would dishonor a dwarf for life.
You're a funny one, Mr. Vic, but let's not worry about that anyway. Instead, how about you take your next drink?
All right. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I rolled a
one.
fail. I failed.
You just went
So
down
Octa,
out of nowhere.
you consume another drink and you're thinking, I'm doing fine. I'm not drunk at all. I'm just feeling a little bit buzzed. And you're thinking, yeah, this is totally fine. And it's like 5 minutes into it, you realize that like the chairs have started floating, and like maybe the rest of the room is rising too. And hey, look, that table's getting closer. And then you hit it and you're out.
Can I like not? I mean, I made it to this like 8th round. Can I not completely pass out? Can I just be like dead to the world for like 30 minutes or
Nope.
something?
I'm sorry. You don't get knocked out for the full 2d4, but you do get knocked out for about an hour.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
you didn't make it to stage 2 or 3, so that's a fair compromise.
It's like a
I was
magic
holding
trick
my
or
own
something.
for a really good time.
You were. Currently, all that's left is Vic and the smiley fellow.
Smiley
Um,
guy.
Vic and the smiley fellow. Sounds like a horrible band name.
And at
Vic and
this
the smiley
point,
fellow.
since there's most everybody's knocked out, Philip calls everyone to order, be like, okay, it's time for sudden death. And he pulls out from behind the bar this bottle with a silver label. It's round like a globe, and it looks like it's patterned after like an earth or something like that. And it's got this like this liquid that looks like crimson and green, sort of swirling with each other, like some sort of liquid fire. And he pulls out 2 tiny shot glasses, pours just like an ounce into each, and sets them in front of both of you. All right, it's time to see this thing to the end. Make your drink. You both take a drink.
Ah.
Ooh.
So you take a sip of this, and immediately you feel like a dragon has breathed inside of your mouth, and you're just holding it in there, and it slides down your throat and burns your innards, but it feels so good and just relaxes every part of your body at the same time. Unfortunately, it's also so potent, you're now immediately sloppy drunk,
Yeah.
and you're all the way down to stage 3 drunkenness, which means your next check has a disadvantage. Unfortunately, as well, the guy across the way, you notice he's sort of slumped forward a little bit. He's still up, he's still supporting himself, but his smile has like sort of broadened it a little bit, if it could at this point, and his cheeks are definitely flushed, and he's sort of swaying a little bit, but he's still not making a sound. It would appear as if you both are right on par right now. All right.
Oh man.
One more drink should settle this, eh? Philip pours you just another ounce in each glass, just a tiny little bit. He waves you forward. Everyone goes quiet. The crowd hushes. No more noises.
Yeah, except that.
Except for
I
Pal.
mean,
And you take your drink, and you feel that familiar warmth, and it just cradles you into sleep, and you have the most glorious dreams you've ever had for the longest time. But make a
Large women.
dream of life. Roll 2d4 for me. All right. So yeah, you fall up, passed out for 5 hours. You're going to be out for a little while. Arcus, you're watching this. The smiley guy, he seems to tilt forward a little bit, almost hitting the table, but then he lifts himself back up, and he seems to be fine. And everyone raising a cheer. You know, there's hollering, there's whooping. People are people are
I don't
exchanging
trust
money.
that the dude's actually been drinking this whole time.
You unfortunately don't get anything back. They don't really use scabbards too much. It's more of a hassle for them.
Oh, you'd think they'd use them with all the salt water, rusting it up. But,
Well, actually, I got a special coating for that. That is my specialty. That's one thing I'm good at.
oh, good for you. What are you asking for it?
Oh yeah, I can get rid of it for like 5 silver. If I asked for more, then I'd really just be cheap, honestly.
The,
I like this guy. I like this guy.
I like you too. What's your name?
He asked for your name.
Oh, Vala.
Well, really, yeah. You perform or?
I do.
Bala, you're making boyfriends like all over the city.
Like,
Because I have such a high charisma, okay?
Octa, as they're discussing, is kind of like flopping the leather scabbard about a little bit, just looking at it. Not quite sure.
He looks. He's like, yeah. If you ever want, me and my buddies, we go down to the ship bucket down by the water.
That's amazing.
If you want to come down sometime, we'll be glad to have you.
She looks at Octa. She's like, "Hey, you want to go party down at the ship bucket?"
Octa like looks up from the scabbard, like the shit bucket.
I think it was a ship bucket. I don't.
Ship bucket. Oh,
It's the ship bucket. Yeah, it's a great place. I mean, it's probably the dirtiest place in the city, but that's how I like it.
well, you got any good brawls going on there?
Oh yeah. Regularly, people die, like every night.
Oh,
Oh my
all
god.
right. we might try this sometime. Octa sets the scabbard back on the counter and says, 3 silver.
You know what? Since I like you ladies, 3 silver's fine.
All right, I'll take it.
Bala managed to butter him up just enough.
Better than just having it hanging at my hip.
Yeah, bartering, and you didn't even have to roll for it.
That's what high charisma gets you.
I clip it back. I'm kind of glad to do this. Slide my sword back in, even though it jiggles a little bit. I just try to make sure it's up at an angle so it won't just fall out on the street.
You could put the shiny sword in there. If you want.
I'm afraid to pull it out in front of people. I guess it's only the people that touch it, huh?
You don't know. Well, actually, you do know. You have the stat block, don't
Yeah, I do. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna pull that out and put my sword back in its normal scabbard, and slide the dull sword back into the normal scabbard.
All right, you doing it pretty quickly?
Yeah, I'm not. I know not to look at the blade, so I do it as quickly as my skill with a blade will allow me.
All right. You see the guy. I'm not gonna have you make a check since there's really no dexterity involved in this. It's just a simple switch. But the guy across the desk, as he sees you pull it out, put it in the other scabbard, he leans across and he's sort of like mesmerized by it. But as soon as you put it away, he's like, whoa, that was kind of weird.
I snap and go, eyes up here, buddy.
Sorry, I just love a look of a good blade.
I understand. Well, I appreciate your help here.
Hi, yeah, come back anytime.
Gladly. And we'll check out the ship bucket sometime.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds like
come on
fun.
down.
A nice skis bar is a good time every now and then, right?
Aye, that's how I like it. I like my ale strong and my bars dirty.
I think it's about time we head back.
Around this time, Vic's heading. Where are you heading, Vic? After you're done with tattoo?
He's probably just going to head out onto the docks and find either a whorehouse or a bar, whichever one he stumbles across first,
Okay.
and go from there.
Make an investigation check.
Drink the pain away.
The three of you who went to the potion shop. What are you guys gonna do after you're done there?
I brewed a bit, and then I don't know.
How's it? You gonna go back to the frothing tankard then?
Yeah, I think
Okay,
so.
where are you off to,
That's where we
Arcus?
said we'd meet up. So.
I'm following me too.
I'm sorry.
I'll meet you guys there a little bit later. I'm gonna go back to the Church of Bahamut for a little bit.
So you two head back to the frothing tankard. It's not quite late enough for a lot of people to be there
Hey,
yet.
guys, hold on just a second.
Yeah.
Hey. So I gotta go check it out. I don't know what it was. Maybe cat. I'm thinking cat.
Probably the gray whirlwind of death.
So you guys head back to the frothing tankard. It's not too late yet, so there's not too many people there, but people are drinking. People are having a good time. It's still pretty quiet. Kyle, you head over to the chapter house. You know exactly where it is. Inside, there appears to be some sort of evening worship going on. Just a few people, not too many people seem to be worshiping Bahamut at this hour. It's not a regular day for it, so just the devout followers are there. The abbot is up at. Sorry, guys.
I just want to quietly come in, trying not to make any noise, and just sit in the back.
Okay. You sit back there for a little while, and the sermon goes on, and the abbot is teaching about the glory and the justice that Bahamut delivers. He, how he believes in making sure that everything is fair and true.
Oh, no.
About 15, 20 minutes later, hi there.
I'm
It was pretty. She knocked over a watering can onto a microwave.
Sounds like
Good lord.
Yep, it would be the gray whirlwind of death. That makes sense.
how's everybody?
We're
Doing
good.
You're in awake.
Good. Is it hot out by everybody else?
Yes.
Yes.
Pretty
It was
much,
like 92 down here today.
Yeah, it's like 95.
Somewhere thereabouts for us too. Maybe like 85.
Yeah.
Did you see our new furniture, Mom?
Yeah, it was a good catch there, bud.
Yeah, I was really surprised. I'm like, yeah, there's some pieces that are loose, but this thing is in pretty good quality here.
Well, that's good. I'm glad. Daddy Garbage pick a garbage pail for Ian for his apartment.
Nice.
Garbage.
Yeah.
I got some garbage. Put my garbage in.
Look at those dragons in the dungeon.
Bye.
No dragons in dungeons for a while yet.
Mm.
Hopefully not. That would be.
I'm ready
That would be.
to.
That would be
We
bad.
haven't gone down that hole yet, guys.
Oddly
And
enough,
Chris-
Doc is itching to fight some undead.
Chris, I just gotta say, I'm kind of disappointed in you not getting a Trogdor that you can make dance by flexing your bicep.
I considered it. I did.
Like,
That may still be real world life goals. So
Okay, so the sermon ends and everyone starts filing out. Are you going to remain sitting there? What are you going to do? The abbot is sort of wrapping up his stuff and seems to be shuffling.
I'll essentially like greet and thank everybody for coming as they leave.
Midnight, do you really think I can't see you? Sorry.
So as everyone leaves, they see this large dragonborn in the shiniest armor they've ever seen come over and reach out his big scaly hand like, "Hi." Or what do you say when people come up to you?
I'm just thanks for coming. Hope the word of Bahamut has reached you, and we appreciate you coming out.
They
May the
see you again.
scales reward you.
they take your hand and bow over it and say, "Thank you, thank you. Good night to you, sir." And you know, everyone sort of
Good
says
night
about
to
the
you,
same
good night.
thing, and they make their way out. And the abbot sees you greeting people from the front, and walks back with a smile on his face, like, should I hire you for my own sermons?"
Oh, you know I'll be here as I can. It's for my own enjoyment.
Of course, of course. Did you want to discuss something? Are you all right?
No, just came to visit, came to continue to stay here. It's nice to be around others with similar thoughts.
I can understand how the world outside might seem cold and distracting at times, but I appreciate you for keeping the faith.
Always, brother.
Yes. May Bahamut's light shine on you.
And on you, sir. Have a good night.
You too.
And also, one.
So he retreats to his quarters. What are you gonna do?
That's it. I mean, it was not really trying to do anything too much. Just seeing what was going on, seeing how everybody was.
You can
And
come up
after
to
the
temple
service
in
was kind of
ruins.
good timing, and then I'll head back to the frothing tanker to meet back up with Arcus and everybody.
Okay.
Everybody.
So Octa and Val, are you two going back to the frothing tanker?
I think so.
Yeah, I think we're done now.
All right. It's getting pretty late in the evening, probably about 5 or 6 at this point. Everyone else is back there. Doc made it back, but Vic is actually he found his way to a really seedy-looking building.
She wasn't into that.
No.
You find a
I'm gonna
place.
lay on you, but I'm gonna growl at you too.
You find a place called My Lady the Sea. The name sounds fancy, but the building does not match the
This
name.
is not
It's worn down. There's holes in the roof. Some of the windows are broken, but you go inside, and inside, the appearance has been made.
You're gonna get crabs there.
The appearance has been made to seem lavish. There's like what appears to be velvet, but it's like the cheapest stuff you could find, and it's very like stiff. Like every bit of fabric in the room is stiff. It's kind of awkward and gross. But you walk up, and a lady comes out. She's like, "Hello and welcome. Can I provide you any services, sir?"
I'd like to see your book.
Yes, of course. And she brings you a book with carefully drawn pictures of every woman, assuming that's what you're looking for. You see throughout the book there's like 6 pictures. A lot of them are scratched out. Some of them have a word written underneath. Crabs, a clap.
Eh.
Some of them say
Clam.
dysentery.
The dirty clam should have been the name of this place.
And you look and you see 6 serviceable women in the book. None of them look very good according to their pictures, even though the pictures are literally designed to make them look better. None of them look great.
Do they have their prices or anything showing disease under those particular 6?
No, the ones that are not crossed out do not even mention a disease. There is a price there on some of the little bit better looking ones. There's the cost of 5 gold. On the worse looking ones, there's about 1 gold each.
He'll
Women are
take
cheap in this town.
whatever the top 3 are, and just point to all 3 of those and request a flagon of mead also.
Right. Are you?
I don't want to know what the mead tastes like from this place.
Why
I
not
mean-
like honey?
3 women at once. No one's ever requested that before.
I know what I'm about, son.
He'll just drop the coins on the table and be
Ross,
like, bring me my maid,
Constitution
bring
check.
me my wenches.
Hi,
We'll
sir.
see if they can survive.
They,
Oh,
my.
shit.
If
Okay,
you
Joffrey.
do find out that you're violent with them, I will send a man up.
Yeah. Wonderful.
You won't survive either, and you don't want to know what he does to them.
So she calls forth some girls. You don't even notice their names because their names aren't that pretty either, and you just don't want to listen to them.
Hilga.
They guide you up to a room which is very sparsely furnished. There's a bowl with a pitcher of water that is round, and there's a single bed, twin size,
Oh no.
in this against the window by the wall.
Lord have
And
mercy
that's
on
literally all
Vic.
that's in the room. And the three women walk in with you. They're giving you sort of weird looks, and you go about your business. You can imagine
Scene
every
fade
single-
black.
Scene
Fade to
fades to
black.
black.
Yes. Um,
TV editing right there.
And then-
Octa
and
on the
Sim-
way.
Thing says, whoopee happening. Little hearts fly.
Is this like The Sims where the covers go up and you just hear like woo woo and the little hearts fly up out of the screen?
I don't think those are the noises you'll be hearing from these women.
Anyway, I don't want to know the noises we're hearing.
Yes.
Octa
So,
on the way back to the Frothing Tankard asked Vala if she could like see her guitar for like 5 seconds. As we're walking down the street.
She hands her the guitar.
And I just kind of play with it.
Okay.
Uh,
Make a performance check. At disadvantage, because you're not really trying.
This better be awesome. Please, please, please. Yeah!
That could have been a natural 20.
One of those was a natural 20.
Yeah. So you're walking down the street, and as you're walking, people start looking at you, giving you awful looks, and spreading as far away from you as they can, and hurrying a little bit in their steps, trying to get away from the noise. Because there's a serious, discordant twang coming from Vala, your once perfect guitar. Yeah, nothing near that. It's like
It's
picked
bad.
every note that sounds bad and played it even worse.
If I hadn't done this at a disadvantage, I might have been better.
Exactly.
H's, B natural.
Here, I've got something that works better. This mandolin, probably because I don't know anything about it.
Nice.
No,
It's
even that
even
sounds
worse. It's even worse than that.
good. So you make it back to the
Anyway, so
frothing
I'm
tankard.
clearing a path in the crowd.
Yeah, at this point, the frothing tankard, there's a lot of business going on. It's bustling. It's not as busy as it was last night because there's no special event going on. But Philip welcomes you in, pours you some drinks, and then
I'm gonna
about
not
it.
this time.
Vic, let me see your ink.
he's still busy.
Oh, right, I forgot. He was gonna. I thought he was gonna join us. I'll ask him whenever he shows up.
Bella gets on the stage and tries to give a performance. Again.
Vic's only going to take about I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours at the whorehouse. Because I'm guessing that they're dockside sailor wenches. They're
Yeah.
probably pretty close to used out, and just trying to get the moment over, so to speak. After that, he'll make his way to the frothing tankard.
You have your fun, if you can call it that, and you make your way out after about an hour or so. The lady, as you're leaving, says, "Sir, please don't come again."
Bam.
And sort of ushers you out as politely as she can. You make it back. In the meantime, Vala is playing her guitar on stage because nobody's going to stop her from getting up there.
Nope.
So go ahead and make your.
Embarrassment is either.
Arcus will pull up a chair, right in the center, like watching the performance.
Octa's like cheering her on. Like, yeah!
All right. So you make a decent show of yourself. You're not bad at all. You play a good song. You're not. Nobody's like going crazy over you, but everyone claps at the end of your song. They're pretty riled up about what you're doing.
Thank you.
Yes,
very
exactly.
much. That
Polite
was
clap.
smelly cat.
People's parts. Are you gonna stay up there and keep performing?
Yeah.
All right. So you just keep going. You're playing pretty well. As the night goes on, you get a little bit better because you're getting back into the flow of it. Everyone else, you guys are just drinking, having a good time.
I'm not gonna drink this time.
How's not drinking because he's worried about what might happen. At a certain point, Vic comes in, joins in the drink. I'm sure.
Now Octa asks to see his ink.
He'll nod his head, yell out, and drop his tunic off. Just kind of like flex his back.
You see,
Nice!
as he drops his tunic, he's pretty well muscled. It's obviously he's done some good work in his life. He's been around a few places when it comes to working hard. But on his back, you see a big, the same image he sent you a little while ago. Big black dragon, full of spikes and wings and the like. Actually, Arcus, are you looking at this?
Yeah.
You notice. Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Ooh.
Knew it.
Are we getting fancy with the tattoos?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Okay.
that's funny.
I think
Um,
Peter's gonna know.
All the things.
Arcus notice all things.
So Arcus, you're looking at this tattoo, and you have because you have an innate sense of magic. You're just naturally attuned to it. You notice that there's a part of Vic that seems to be feeding energy into this tattoo. There's not much flowing right now. It's just a little bit, but you can tell that he's putting something into this tattoo, maybe for a later power, maybe for some output of his own later.
Interesting.
Sweet.
So Arcus will
Tattoo power sources.
Arcus will walk over and be like, so you got some big plans with this tattoo?
Oh, here and there.
Huh. I see.
It felt thematic to my life.
You know,
All right.
I think I need to get more use. And I'm gonna down a few drinks.
So Pow starts drinking. He's not going as fast as last night, so he's you have no problem with it. You don't know what happened to you last night. That was weird.
I need to get more used to this.
I do. Doc makes a quick comment. Says, "I like that it's a dragon, but it could look a little more like Bahamut if you asked me."
Everything could look a little more like Bahamut if they ask you.
That's quite true.
Philip hears you. Actually, not Philip. Just a random bar ruffian. He's like, "Oh, I bet you'd like your mother to look a bit more Bahamut, huh?"
Oh.
She screams over. She goes, maybe she does.
What's it to you?
She got you, dog.
It'd be best to leave my mother out of this. You do not know who she is, do you?
You?
Do you?
At this point,
yeah,
the guy
I
has
do.
kind of this.
It is Bahamut.
This guy has kind of a blank look on his face. Clearly, that was the only burst of intellect he was able to muster, because he's already weak enough to talk. But somehow he just whipped that out, like some dark corner of his brain spurted forth light, and now he's just blank face staring at you, this sort of silly smile on his face, just giving you a look, and he looks like he's gonna tip over.
Octa reaches
him do
over
his
and
business.
kind of pokes him in the forehead to see if it knocks him over.
And surely enough, he tips right over and he falls on the ground.
Ah, that's fun. Tip, look. Who's going rope tipping with me?
All right. So, you guys have your fun. The night comes to an end. You go back to your beds. Vic, I assume you're going to go back to stay at your other tavern.
Yeah.
Okay. And Doc, are you going to stay there for the night?
I'll stay at the Frothing Tavern just to make it easy for leaving in the morning.
Okay. How? What were
As well,
No, I'm just
Sorry.
saying bye to Vic.
Oh, okay.
as well as I'll get up a little bit early to cook again.
And
Hell
Vic is
yeah.
gonna
Oh yeah,
ask
we were supposed to get a +2 on some kind of throws
Saving.
throughout the day.
But
Saving
I don't
throws.
think
Oh, I
anybody-
don't think anybody
for
even did
3
it.
hours. Yeah.
Oh.
And Vic is gonna ask his attendant at the other place to make sure that he's up just before dawn, so I can make my way to the Frothing Tankard for the morning.
Yes, of course, as you wish.
Octa, before everyone goes up to bed, goes to Arcus and asks, "Did you what happened at the potion?"
So the one was a standard healing potion, as I had
Yeah.
suspected. and the other one is a oil of slipperiness.
That sounds fun.
Yes. So it has there's two different ways you can use it. You can put it on yourself, and it brings up. It's as if you cast. Hold on, I'll pull it up here.
It makes you move about much freer than you
A freedom
might be
of
held
movement
back
spell
from
that lasts.
So it makes you
for-
slippery.
such.
for
Can't
8
get grass.
hours.
Pretty much.
Or you
Cool.
can pour it on the ground, and it will be as if you cast a greased spell on the floor.
Ah, that's neat. We should try that.
Can you cast
come
me
quite
anyway?
handy.
Definitely seem useful.
All right, so everyone makes their way to bed. Vic, actually, as you walk upstairs, you see in your room, there's Petunia's not there for some reason. She's apparently a lot of her stuff is gone as well, and on the bed there's a letter in an envelope.
And he'll pick it up and read it.
You open it up. On it says, "Dear Bjorvik, that's not her voice. Sorry, dear Bjorvik. I am heading back to Force Watch. I will not be taking care of your sorry butt anymore because your lord needs me to take care of him as well. My skills in healing are needed more than you need me to clean up after your sorry messes. So I shall be back at home if you need me. You're on your own now. I've left enough money with the clerk to keep our stay here for a couple weeks or so. I imagine you'll be out and about much in that time, so you may not even need it. All the best. Love you, Petunia."
He'll chuckle, throw the letter over on the bed, and then collapse face down onto it.
All right. So you all fall asleep. You have a good night. Everybody gets whatever stuff they might have lost, which probably is nothing. And you wake up the next day refreshed. Doc is going to make another breakfast for you.
Yeah, today, this breakfast is actually going to be pancakes with fruit inside of it.
Octa is so excited in thinking that he's gonna make food again because she really liked the food last time that she wakes up as early as she can, get herself to, and gets down to the bar.
Monkey's don't sleep very much. He's down there pretty quick too.
And Vic is because he's coming over early. He will
Yeah!
bring with him some.
Yes!
Octa's like sitting there with a fork and a knife, just like, yeah, Doc, cook 'em up!
I got
So
my hands ready.
Vic's gonna bring some ingredients over for Doc to use.
Oh, of
He's gonna
course.
hit an early market on his way over.
okay,
Yeah, I'll
thanks.
essentially ask anybody what they want in their pancake, and I'll put it together.
Okay, thanks to the fresh. Thanks to the fresh ingredients brought by Vic from a very nice market in the area he's from, where he was staying, and thanks to just you're not hungover and you're just joy at making food. Excuse me. You start to cook, and everyone in the tavern smells this glorious odor. Like it's kind of like in cartoons where there's like a finger of odor or smell beckoning you forward. Everyone wakes up, rises out of their bed, not levitating, unfortunately,
Hell
and
yeah!
goes downstairs, attracted to this, what apparently like the best meal that they could ever have, even just by the smell. Every one of you is downstairs now. You can't even resist it. So you lay out the fluffiest, golden brown pancakes with freshest fruit inside, layered beautifully. All the flavors erupt in your mouths. You have the syrup Doc made for you is just as delicious. It's perfectly pure as syrup can be, and all of you get advantage for everything for the next 12 hours. So keep track of that.
Cool.
Octa, having eaten a stack nearly as big as her torso, reaches a hand over to Doc, like, I need to shake your hand. I might even ask you about Bahamut later. That was just amazing.
Oh, it'd be my pleasure. I love cooking, and I'm so glad you're enjoying it. It makes cooking experience that much better.
I'm just gonna hug him and just not stop for a few minutes. I love you and bananas.
Vic's not going to hug him at all. He's just going to look at him, grin, and just start devouring food. just lost in the mess of food in front of his face.
Oh,
And
fantastic.
if Doc says anything to him, he's just going to give him a thumbs up while he's still eating.
Berry and syrup goo, and it's just dripping down her face. It's just, this makes me want to convert.
And Doc, as you're watching everyone eat your food, and even you take some of it yourself, you look in the reflection of one of the glasses of juice that you juiced yourself and poured. It's actually a little bit of cranberry juice, and you look. There's a dark reflection in it, and you see what appears to be the visage of the Platinum Dragon, giving you a big dragon-like grin, so appreciative of the fact that you have spread his word through, albeit an unorthodox method for him, but you have spread his word in some fashion.
His life, Doc is literally beside himself with seeing that and the feeling he's getting for this.
I'm still like hugging him. I'm using my legs and my arms.
I'm walking around with you like just attached to my back at this point because I need to get back to work, kind of thing.
You have a debt monkey. So do you guys? It's been 3 hours. We can keep going if you guys are up for it, or call it quits. Whatever.
Nope, I'm ready for bed.
Okay.
Sure.
Sorry, we didn't. We kind of just wandered a lot today.
Well, sometimes you have shopping episodes.
Yeah.
It's better than a beach
Peter,
episode.
Peter, by the way, that's the title. The shopping episode.
Yeah, about that. So, I forgot that I made the hotkey for starting and stopping recording numbers on the numpad. And at some point when I was editing, I don't know, my gold or my health or something, I accidentally hit the one that stopped recording.
Aww.
So I have the first half hour and now the last half hour.
Well, that's all right. That's all.
You can tell people they didn't miss much. It was a shopping episode.
In fact, you can still just title it that.
Yeah. The bits of the shopping episode.
Just put in a title card that says, and then they walk the hell around and bought shit.
Yeah.
Then they spent money.
Yeah.
Well, this is good though, because next week we have a lot of dense encounters to get through. You have, maybe you're going to do that caravan investigation, and maybe you're going to go down to the sewer. And there's a lot of good stuff to find there.
Maybe we're gonna go to a skeezy ass bar.
Maybe you're going to go to the ship.
We're gonna do all three.
That would
gonna
be
do all three, but
that would be nuts.
All right. Well, good
Good
play today,
stuff.
guys.
Good stuff.
Agreed.
We didn't always roll bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, especially right there at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, rabbit.
Oh, I'm so happy. Even if it's like, I know like I'd love it to time perfectly with like right before a big boss battle, but that's going to be enough to hold us over for like at least the next half day, no matter what we choose to do. So
Definitely, yeah.
So Kyle, did you just like take that as like a skill, just like as a background thing?
yeah, Brad and I had talked about it, and because I decided I was kind of a traveler, I wanted to like invest in cooking for myself. And so I ended up, Brad kind of wrote up his own little, one of those natural crate, custom
And he just linked it.
homebrews, and we made one up for cooking. We talked about it. I'm trying to find it because I know
just-
it's here
Just
somewhere.
linked it.
I just linked it.
Oh, damn it. I've been literally going back through our Google Hangouts for the last 5 minutes, trying to see if I can get back far enough to where it is.
Can I get the brewer? Because I did the same thing with brewing, pretty much.
Yeah. I thought you seemed keen on what the results were, so I thought you had that already.
I'm on my Google Chrome is like screwing up to the nth degree right now, so I lost it right now. I'm on Firefox.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you know, it's funny, Brad. For the first thing I cooked, because it was technically my signature recipe, I could have rolled again.
Oh really?
Because it says if you roll poorly, 10 or less. Now, does that mean just specifically the die or the total?
Oh, that's the total. Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay,
forgot
then
about
never
that rule.
mind.
You're right.
I was fine. Because I ended up being at 11 anyway, so.
Yeah.
Oh god, that is a poison drink.
Octa, I'm just posting that because that's this insignia Octa's gonna have put on her helm.
Okay.
Just so it's there whenever we come back.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
That's
Nice.
very cool. All right. Good night, everybody.
Yeah,
Good night.
Right.
Peace, peeps.